गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। आज के इस वीडियो लेक्चर में आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत है। मैं आशा करता हूं आपने पिछली सभी वीडियोस देखी होंगी एंड नाउ वी आर मूविंग अहेड ऑन आवर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक। So this is the topic related to uniform circular motion. So when we are here about the uniform means, so as in the previous lecture we had already discussed that uniform refers to constant motion under constant velocity or constant acceleration. So here in this topic we have to study uniform motion under a circular path, that is a circle which is present over here. Okay, so now let us consider a circle. So we have a circle over here. Let us consider a circle whose center is O, radius is r, and a particle starting from point A moves to the point B on a circular track. Okay, on a circular track. So here now, so here the distance covered by the object is arc AB. So arc AB is representing the distance. Let us consider the time taken from A to B, time in reaching from point A to point B, point A to point B, B is point A to point B is delta t. So what was the displacement? So as we know, in circular motion the displacement is always occurring on the angular basis. So here the angular displacement is suppose theta, and as we know the angular displacement theta is the value of angle is always arc upon radius. Angle, that is angular displacement theta, is equals to arc AB upon radius r. So this was the formula for angular displacement. So if we want to calculate the angular velocity, angular velocity, so angular velocity is the term which is represented by omega. This is the symbol omega, which is equals to change in angular displacement per unit time, that is delta theta over delta t. So here the uniform circular motion is representing in some criteria. So what was the definition of uniform circular motion? If any object moving on a circular path with constant velocity is called executing simple harmonic motion. फिर से समझ लीजिए, if any particle, so any particle moving on circular path with uniform velocity is called circular motion, is called uniform circular motion. तो अगर कोई पार्टिकल किसी सर्कुलर पाथ पर यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी से, यूनिफॉर्म लीनियर वेलोसिटी से जा रहा है, चल रहा है, then that type of motion is called uniform circular motion. Now what was the meaning of uniform velocity? Suppose this is the object over here and this is the object over here. and if it is moving with constant velocity v, then the linear velocity is along the tangent at this point A, and along at point B the velocity is along, linear velocity is along this side. And now suppose we take another point here C, where the object is C. So at this point velocity will be along the tangential line at this point. So these are the direction of velocity. Okay, these are the direction of velocity. So suppose if the velocity at point A is also v, velocity at point B is v, velocity at point C is also v. So in this case this particular motion is called uniform circular motion. So which means when a particle moves on a circular track or circular path with a constant linear velocity, then the motion of the particle is called uniform circular motion. This is the definition of uniform circular motion. Now we have to also consider or understand what will be the non-uniform circular motion. So suppose, let's erase some things. Suppose this is the same circle. This is the same circle which we had taken previously, and now suppose this is a point C, and now somehow if the velocity at point A is v1, the velocity at point B is v2, velocity at point C is v3. So now at different points on the circle, the velocities are different. So in this case, this motion is representing non-uniform circular motion. ये ध्यान रखिएगा. So if the velocities are different at different points, in that case the motion will be called non-uniform circular motion. Okay, so now we are going to discuss some important facts and important fun facts related to uniform circular motion. So let's erase first them. Okay, now students, suppose a particle is starting from point A, and after completion the whole motion it again come back to its initial position, that is point A. So if any object cover the whole track, so this is called first revolution, and in this case the total distance in one cycle, so the total distance covered in one cycle will be the circumference of the circle. So if r is the radius of the circle, so in that case the distance covered in the one cycle is called 2 pi r. Now, so this is the basic significance of the distance in circular motion. So the total distance covered in any circular path cannot be greater than 2 pi r. किसी भी सर्कुलर मोशन में अगर आपसे पूछा जाता है कि किसी सर्कुलर ट्रैक में कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है जो r रेडियस के ट्रैक में मूव कर रहा है, तो मैक्सिमम कितनी डिस्टेंस कवर कर सकता है, तो एक साइकिल में वो मैक्सिमम 2 पाई r डिस्टेंस कवर कर सकता है. और अगर इसी प्रिंसिपल पर, इसी कॉन्सेप्ट पर बेस आगे हमारे बहुत सारे न्यूमेरिकल्स हम लोग सॉल्व करेंगे जो कि बहुत इजीली सॉल्व हो जाएंगे. चलिए इसके बाद, नाउ स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज कंसीडर हियर व्हाट वाज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट एंड डिस्टेंस. Displacement versus distance. So distance is the maximum path covered by the object, तो वो तो 2 pi r हो गया. लेकिन अगर हम displacement की बात करें, if we are talking about the displacement, so here if point is starting from A and again come back to point A, so initial और final position same है. So circular track में in a complete cycle, final पोजीशन में से अगर हम इनिशियल पोजीशन माइनस करें, इनिशियल पोजीशन, so what was the result? It is 0, because the object come back to the same point from where it started the motion. Okay, so in this case the displacement is 0. So in any circular path, for a complete cycle, the displacement is 0. Net linear displacement, इसे हमें linear displacement कहना चाहिए. So net linear displacement is 0 and net linear distance is maximum 2 pi r. I hope you can get this point. Now we are moving to the different type of displacement, which is called angular displacement. Angular displacement. So suppose initially, if this is a radius of your circle r, this is the radius of circle r, and this is the point A, and at time t, this is your reference point, and suppose at time t you cover, and at a particular time the particle is here over B, where the angle is theta, Now in a time delta t, particle move to the point C, and for C the angle is theta plus delta theta. So this particular extra angle, this angle is representing the delta theta. In reaching point B to C, this particular time duration is called delta t. So if we are calculating the angular displacement, so angular displacement is always basically a angle, so which is theta equals to arc upon radius. For a complete cycle, the maximum angular displacement is actually the whole angle, which is 360 degree. So for a complete cycle, theta equals to arc, that is 2 pi r, upon radius, that is r. So the maximum angular displacement for a complete cycle, maximum angular displacement per cycle will be 2 pi. Okay, and what was the if there is an angular displacement, if there is angular displacement, then there will be must a angular velocity. So angular, just like linear velocity, as we say that linear velocity v is change in displacement per unit time, or change in displacement delta x over delta change t, change in displacement per unit time. In the same way, angular velocity omega is change in angular displacement, that is delta theta per unit time. This is called angular velocity. Its unit is radian per second. I hope you can get this point. So once we get the angular velocity, we have to get the frequency and the time period and all that. So let's go to those terms. What was the speed? What was the frequency? What was the time period? Let's discuss over that. Okay, now as you know that time taken by object to complete वन साइकिल, एक कंप्लीट साइकिल कवर करने में ऑब्जेक्ट को जो टाइम लगता है दैट इज कॉल्ड टाइम पीरियड, टाइम पीरियड, and it is represented by capital T, and number of cycles per second are called frequency, जिसे हम स्मॉल f से, n से या न्यू से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. Okay, so there is a relation between time period and frequency, that is time period T is equals to 1 upon frequency, or we can say frequency nu or n or f equals to 1 upon time period. So this is the relation between frequency and time period. Now if you are considering the angular velocity, so as we know that angular velocity has the formula omega equals to delta theta over delta t. So for a complete cycle, we had already discussed that delta theta value must not be greater than 2 pi. इसकी maximum value 2 pi होगी, maximum 2 pi, and for time period it is maximum, for delta t it is maximum time equal to time period, that is capital T, for a complete cycle. So for a complete cycle, the maximum value of angular velocity, omega is equals to 2 pi upon t, that is 2 pi f, because we know that 1 upon t can be replaced by f. Okay, so 2 pi f. So this is the physical significance, this is the meaning of angular velocity, time period, frequency in the case of uniform circular motion. Now in next lecture, आगे आने वाले lectures में we will study about the different physical problems related to uniform circular motion. I hope till here you can consider you had get the idea of uniform circular motion and what was the target of our study in this chapter. Till then, you can like the video, share with your friends, and stay home, stay safe. Thank you, students.